All right, trying this again. All right, we're trying this again. Thank y'all for joining. This time it is public. Second time's a charm. Oh, I still haven't. The camera. Gotta fix the camera. I don't know what I did the first time I set this camera up. It was perfect. There was no screen wiggle or jiggle for me bumping the desk, and I do that a lot. Being so animated, I am. So I got a sticky pad. I'll put this up. Bam! And now the wire shouldn't jiggle. All right, now got to fix the camera. Not to auto do that. Perfect. Oh, and the angle now changed. Whoa. Yes, that is a task for later this week to get that all cleared up. Enable DVR. I don't know, sir. Don't know what that setting is. All right. Well, I was getting the computer set up for this live stream. It's a new scene collection. It's a group of scenes I'm putting together for this channel, inherited off of Tank Radio. And mostly, I'm going to try to get, maybe that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. I am going to try to get this working scene all set up how I like it. I was just getting Pandora going too. And where do I want it? So this window is usually not shown for good reason. Also, I am live over in the Tank Radio Tankers chat. If you want to come and join me and help critique anything, go ahead and go over there. I'm going to create... Oh, you can't do it while in stream mode in. Let's see if I can do it. Edit link. No limit. Forever. Generate link. Copy. Did it give me a good link or copy the word copy? It did. So I'm going to put that in the description of the chat. Live in Discord channel. And this stream, again, is just a stream of getting things set up. Nothing too heavy or anything. Let me get this window right now. Alright, we can lock the camera, lock Discord. I like those. Pop out, chat. Haven't fixed it yet. Why is there two cameras? Interesting. Delete that guy. Oh, that's my main talkie one. And there's a smaller one. Okay, well, I'll just fix it and hide it. Rotate. Bam. Okay. I wonder if I can change the name. Yeah. Put it right at the top. So there's two options. Or, since y'all really don't need to see my OBS window, why don't I just turn that one on and turn this one off? Now they're both on. I like that. Okay. Now let's get back to Pandora. I just want to see crop. Center. Crop, edit. These options are not nice. 200 from the left. 300. That's nicer. Let's do 350. I like it. Let's do the right 350. More. 400. 450. 600. Way too much. Not enough. Good. Good afternoon. We are live on the To Be Frank channel. And I'm just trying to get scenes set up how I like them. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I commented on your To Be Frank video today with a bit of code for your. Is it a palindrome?
We know what? We might do something like that just as a fun exercise. Oh, well, if I need to import your audio separately. So hopefully I don't get a strike. Thanks to Linkin Park. Because I'm trying to get that window right. Yeah. We might do that just as a fun kind of code thing after everything's set up. Again, this is me just setting up the scenes and getting everything kind of looking nice. Wait, how did that window move? Oh, the ad just threw everything.
And hi, Kelly.
I need to get the Discord chat now going, or this chat. We're over in Discord land, and boom, let's get that bigger. So a lot of it's going to be talking to myself and y'all over in Discord land. Where is my chat overlay? Let's make this bigger. There. And I'm just going to hide Pandora. There is a way to import the audio from an app. I am going to give that a shot and see if I can pull just Discord, because I like coding with music, but I can't do that with streaming. Discord audio. No scenes exist. Just Discord. All right. We're going to mute desktop audio. Go ahead and give me something there, James.
That would be Jeff, but is this what you look for?
Yeah. Now I'm adjusting it. It seems like it's working. And now...
Yeah, I have one tab, which is... And I have push to talk, so then...
That's good. That's
doing. Good. But then I can see what... Then I can hit the push to talk.
Sweet. All right. How's it going? Bill! My friend Bill. What is up?
Is this better?
That's better. So now I got my music and I got y'all hanging out with me. What's the next thing? Is it code? I gotta install code.
And welcome, Portable Ham.
How are y'all doing? Here it is. Code is usually not that big of an install. I do like Visual Studio Code for searching code bases. So I have it on any computer that I'm coding on. But I use it for kind of a research tool for big repos and when I'm looking through and trying to trace things out, because it finds things so much faster than Visual Studio. I know I clicked the button.
Yeah, it does have good code searching base.
Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Install. And it's kind of lightweight, which I want for this computer, because this is my streaming / kind of gaming computer, and I don't want to kind of clog up the disk space with Community, which Community is a great program for coding.
I think, yeah, you have to look at what I do mostly independent contracting coding, so probably, I don't know, I haven't looked at the different what features are in community versus just straight code. But yeah,
Community is like it's almost everything except advanced web stuff, like connecting to your remote database, and some of the other more push to deploy options are not installed there. However, most of your local desktop applications, you're not going to see a difference. What is this? C++ extension pack? Yes. Just want to get the Microsoft ones. Do I need to put CMake on here? Is it smart to compile without CMake? It's been so long since I tried to code with code.
yeah, I'm currently using it with PHP and JavaScript, so I don't need to worry about those questions.
Which one is it? Oh, Microsoft Code CMake tools. It's already installed. Beautiful. All right. I usually go here and write off my C drive. No. C is for programs. Just call it code. Coding. No, let's do my normal name and rename. Dev. Ah! And then do another folder called fun. And in fun, we're going to do the palindrome. And we'll do it with code. Open folder. So how's y'all's day going? Are y'all having a fun day?
Mine's going good. Just taking a little break from work, but otherwise, just enjoying the weather.
Yeah. It is nice weather out there today. I did shoot my video all on the porch today and edit it out there, and I just had to bring my laptop in because I left it outside to make lunch. All right, I just called it pal. Trust author, because I'm the author. New file, main. Let's just see if this works. Open chat to select a language. Yeah, I probably need to do that. You should figure that out with the... All right, well, I got the syntax highlighting working. Okay, well, I am on 4-screen, which means most of y'all watching this aren't. So I might have to make a scene with this, which is fine. So I'm going to take Chrome, this guy, duplicate it. I might have to have several of these because I'm going to do a coding challenge and I might want to scrap one. And we're going to take the Chrome window. We'll keep that. Just hide it. New application, not audio. Window capture. Code. Window. There. Now, I bet y'all can see that nicely on the stream. Then move the window all the way down to the bottom. Then we got the pop-ups. Sweet. And now we want Frank. I guess we want Frank. There. Maybe make that a little smaller. Yoink. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
So looking at that code, just maybe it's been a while since I've done C++.
Yeah.
Is equal up.
Equal
Is
up. Well, that was me fat fingering trying to figure out something. I just updated it to be val equals 0, return 0. There we go. Debug. Ah, I forgot about this. Launch.json. Do Windows. Oh, here's Windows configuration. I was thinking I was maybe have it create a CMake. Run and debug. This is the part I did not want to mess with. You know what? I could do CMake easily. Debug CMake. CMake script PAL. CMake user settings. User settings. See, code or Visual Studio Community. You didn't need to do this. Oh man, I gotta remember all this. Minimal underscore CMake 3.3. And now we're really gonna see Frank's bad typing. It's been a while since I created one of these by hand. CMake. I don't want it to do that. I want your preferences. Back on. PAL space and then main.cpp. CMake list. And now I need a Chrome window. No. Yeah, this is a little kludgy because I'm just trying to get these things set up. Now I can have that window be there. And it can be the reference, and also it could be the code wars challenge. Yeah. All right, I'm liking this so far. I know I'm doing this wrong. All right, cool. We got 8 people hanging out with us. This is going good. Minus I can't get the thing to work. Oh, I lost the audio now on the coding window. Great. Audio.
Is this better? Can you hear me now?
They can't hear you because I changed scenes and it didn't transition over. There it goes. It's back now. I used to code all these by hand. Start again. Blah blah blah. CMake tutorial. I forgot the name of the CMake file, and I don't have access to anything I did before. CMake standard. Ah ha 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 ha. That's right. There we go. Come on. Now there is a CMake. There's an add executable, which it knows. Let's try this again. See, there. Minimal requirements, 3. Launch.json doesn't exist. Well, there, you exist now. This is why I didn't want to mess with code. I'm so used to all the GUIs in Visual Studio and just doing it nicely. I don't care. I'm going to go to code. And our community. Download the latest for free. Now this is probably going to take ages. All right. We want C++ development. Don't want anything Python. Don't need anything Azure. Mobile, no. Unity, no. I don't need the game stuff. If I do, I'll install that later. Embedded cross-compiling. Love those options. Oh, let's get C#. So I have that .NET development. Multi-platform, sure, why not? There we go. 21 gigs or 27 gigs. Nope, that's going to take 3 hours.
Yikes.
Well, that's why I was trying to just use code. I was trying to do it simply. But I forgot how to get all that crap up and going by hand just because their stuff is not that nice. Because I gotta. Yeah, open up this. It's empty. So let's see if we can figure out its settings. Windows, launch, JSON file.
Do you have a way to share your screen, where you're outputting to YouTube, also to Discord?
Yes, give me a second. I've done this before. Projected window. That's on another screen. Screen. No, wait, that was wrong. Change stream. Entire application. I want OBS. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to the coding because that makes it embiggened for everybody. Alright, and I got to create this by hand. Thank you, having no GUIs at Microsoft.
Can you just hit that copy button and copy it over?
Yes. Spacing's off. It's going to annoy me. Request launch. Oh, I remember that. That's been a while. Why can't it just spin these up for you? Alright, and we want program now. I was hoping to have it auto-filled nicely with my current options. Let's see if that works. Where did that put it? Nowhere. Oh, because that's user settings and not the settings for the... the wrong settings. Wrong settings. There we go. This is the right one. Now it's in the code folder. We're still installing now. Or, yeah. See, that's... A CMake shouldn't not have me do this too. %30 on the community install. I know so many people who love this, and I don't. I just want it to work. Program doesn't exist. It does exist. Fine. Do I have to path it? And I called it dev fun pal pal. Oh, it tried to autofill it all now for me.
Looks like you have one more curly brace to delete there.
Yep, I just saw that. How is the view? Is it grainy over in Discord land?
Oh, it's clear in Discord. Yeah, I'm just watching.
Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. I just gave you the program name.
You have to update it. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I didn't know it had keywords. No arguments. I don't care anymore. Give me community. I could do this so fast in community. 40%. Request launch, program, workspace, a pal. It's supposed to be pal. Let's do another slash. A full path to you pipe program. I don't have a pipe program. And everyone wonders why I hate code. This is why. I give you a CMake, you should just compile. Well, while we wait for Visual Studio to finish installing, how's y'all stay? And I see y'all in the chat land. I am watching. How are you hanging out at work, Bill? I know what you do. Unless you're just kind of in between things and just waiting for time to pass. Well, once I start doing things, it will be learning. Retired too. That is the life. One day I will be there. A leather wallet. Ooh, that's so cool. Doing a leather wallet. I haven't got my wallet. If you see my wallet, you'll know. I need a new one. He's on.
I created a Code Wars account.
Oh, cool, cool. I got one in there too. I'm gonna tear the tab off and go get logged in. I wonder what my name is. Let's see if we can figure it out. It's my gamer name, Marvin117. Alright, there's no personal stuff here. Boom. Name unknown. Clan unknown. Following 0. Member since 2018. And they do have, while we'll wait for this to finish, I'll go ahead and go to this Chrome window. I'd like to go to Practices and sort by newest. My language, we're going to do a C++. Approved all blah, 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 blah. I'm going to make this a little bigger. There we go.
Okay, so where do you go to follow? You have an option of people you followed, but how do you find them?
I don't know. Is there just a search? Let's see if we can open up another window. Practice freestyle, documents, chat. I think you just have to find them, like, organically. Accounts, tools. I just play with the practices and daily challenges. Chat in our Discord, leaderboard, documents, blogs. Done installing. Launch. We're going to go back to work. Close the code. And we're
Okay. Did I get the mic working?
Yes.
Now?
Yes. You're a little quiet, but we hear you.
All righty. I was muted on another place. All right. I'll let you get back at it. Sorry.
It's all right. How are you doing?
How are you doing? I'm awesome. Like I say, I'm retired, so I'm doing nothing.
Nice. I love it. All right. So now we got community installed. Let's see if I can actually do something. D dev fun pal select folder. Close you. I don't like you here. Now I've just got to rearrange all this crap. It's loading. It's loading. I like this over here. And I'm going to rework the window here a second. Now let's go back to coding. I'm going to add a new window. And today was just about getting the scenes all done. So I didn't have to scramble with it later. And I could sweat over trying to solve the coding solutions. Visual Studio, .window. Okay, select window, dev, Visual Studio. Woof, that's huge. Transform to fit. Fit screen. Perfect. And kind of like that. Then we take this window, kind of like that. Then we make Visual Studio down on the list. Boom. All right, let's kind of resize this a little bit more. I think I like that. There. There. All right. Let's just see if we can get this going now. Start setup item, local machine. Yes, yes. Current document. There we go. There's our CMake. Hit F5. All right. No, I'm not going to set up a Linux thing yet. Oh, my pop-up windows aren't showing up. That's fine. There's 3.0. Refresh cache. All right, something's wrong with this tag. See, now it's telling me what's wrong. And then we can go and fix it. Usually I just look for examples.
What does it say is wrong?
CMake error, CMake minimum required, and it says ... It might be it needs a version. CMake minimum. Let's just. I know it's 3.0.0. I used that before. Regenerate. All right, let's do 12. Well, fine. We'll just take you out. I don't like you. Oh, look! It did a thing. Current document. Boom, boom. Ah, it worked. Now I could do a breakpoint. And it stopped! Yay. Love it. See how much easier that was? Can we read it on the screen of what the text is? I can read it on mine, but I bet it's hard to read there. So
Yeah, I can't. I can barely read it in Discord either.
How about 150?
That's better. Yeah.
Nice. Let's just go with the is palindrome because I like that. Standard string in a standard vector, which I don't have vector on yet. Hey, that's not what I wanted. List of strings equals blah. Now we can do taco cat, comma, not here, comma, worst case scenario, one thing in there, another worst case scenario, nothing. What's another good palindrome? I used to know several of these because I liked it as an interview question. We'll just make one up. That's a palindrome with a F in the middle. Doesn't need to be real words. And for auto, I normally hate auto. I normally hate auto except for each statements. It makes things much easier with iterators. And if it's really small scoped, that you can easily see what it is for.
I am not familiar with auto I'm not familiar with auto at all, especially for C++.
Do you know what is it? C#. var. It's synonymous with var in C#.
Okay. I'm familiar with var in JavaScript, which is just a generic variable. So is it like auto variable? So it auto determines.
Yeah, auto detects. And you get Frank's nasty spelling of palindrome value. Yes.
Oops. Okay.
So
I did.
It,
Okay.
yeah, it looks at what this is in the sub list of that. So for each, in order to have a for each statement be recognized, your list or object has to has a beginning and an end. And then it looks at what your subcontainer is. This time it's std strings. So auto makes a auto reference. So I'm not copying the value. I'm just doing a reference by value, or just a reference to the substring. Now to make this a little nicer, let's take away the. We're gonna go bigger. Strut test case. And test case has a std string. str. And then we're going to have a boolean expected. All right, blah, blah, blah. Now this is going to be in my std vector. And then in my vectors, I'm going to have a test case. That makes the constructor list here more fun. I'm just going to put each one on its own line. Taco cat is true. And enter, and that, comma, and I think I need a comma here. Yep. False. G's technically a palindrome, a single letter, unless we want to make a rule saying it's not. An empty string, what's worst case scenario? It's saying it's not a palindrome because it's just empty. I forgot to do your comma. Comma. False. We'll clean it up. Delete that. Go down. New line. Comma. And it's getting confused. And this one is true. Hey, I'm making my own unit tests. And clean up syntax. Then we're done. We need you and you. Did not say copy paste. Alright, now we come in here. Oh! Since this is not a class, I gotta forward declare the function. Do worst case scenario if value.size is equal to 0. Return false. And return true at the end. And now we need to actually write our checker. How do we want to iterate through this? We could do a for each. I'm just going to do a regular old school for loop. Int index. Oh, this is what I want to do. 0. And index is less than value dot size divided by 2. And just to be safe, we're going to wrap that. It will probably figure it out, but we'll be safe. And index plus plus. Clean that up. So what I'm going to be doing is checking half the value size. So my end goal O for the logic will be O of n divided by 2. Because I'm going to only be iterating over the size of n. It'll be the number of characters in my string in half, because I'm going to be checking the first index and the last index of each one and moving it down. And I need another counter from the other side for the end value. Or I could just keep doing size, but then keep doing math, which will be gross. So I'm just going to put an integer here. Max or end index. Go ahead. Someone was trying to say something. I don't want to talk over you.
Yeah, that's what I just assigned the length to a variable, and then I did check the string position, which is your index, and if it's the same as the comparative one on the other side, which is string position minus 1, or length minus 1 minus string minus index.
Mm-hmm.
That gets the mirrored location, and I put it in a while, so as long as you haven't gone over the halfway point, continue checking.
Move over. Yeah, I think we have the same idea. If they're not equal, return false. So if we reach the end of the loop, we know it's a palindrome. If it's not at the end of the loop, then blah, 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 blah. And it bails if it sees 0, and it bails if it sees values that are not equal to each other. One final note, we got to pass string to the function. Yay. And you know what? Just to make one of my friends happy, const string everything. Because copying strings can be a little bit tedious. Why are you upset? All right, it doesn't like the iterator because this is an iterator, so we need to dereference it that way. No, that way. Is it start? Yeah. Okay. Man, you don't code for a month, and then you got to figure out what to do here. Because this is going to take an iterator, then we got to dereference the iterator to the thing that you're pointing to, and then we're making it a const string. We'll just fix that in a second.
So your list of strings is not.
You're right. You're right. It's the struct. I changed it to be the struct. There, that's it. I forgot about that. Sweet. Debug is working. And we step. Oh, F10, F11. I so missed you. So we got Taco Cat off the bat. Our index size is 6. The string actual size is 7 because it's counted the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. I'm so used to old school C strings because I've been writing it in a little while. We're just going to redo this. Recompile and we go. All right, now our end size 7, while our index 0 It's not created yet. That's why it's max. Less than 7. Boom, boom. We've got 0. Comparing 0 to 7. If they're not equal, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I was right with the -1.
Yeah, -1 because the
yeah.
length is.
Convert it to the 0 index. See, I thought I was right. Oops. Why did that happen? Plus, I like Visual Studio, so I could do this. Drag that up. Boom. Reset. Oh, we got to the return. It destroyed value. Do it again. 0 to 7. 0 to 6. T, that's correct. No, Taco Cat's not a palindrome? I thought Taco Cat was a palindrome. What am I missing here? It's the function's working right. I'm missing. That is not a palindrome how I coded it. Taco caught with an O? We'll do it this way. Taco Cat.
TACO.
Ah.
CAT.
Dyslexic strikes again. Boom. 1 works. Index is 2. End index is 4. And we hit the done. Return true. And if that is not equal to string expected, let's get something printed on the screen. Standard IO. STD, cout. Let's do printf. Test case for, I'm going to get palindrome over here, not now. Failed. X. And ooh. There we go. Data. All right, so the first thing we're going to print is the string. What do we failed on? The second thing we're going to print is the expected. Not substring. I hit a comma. Ret equals. Now we can save the thing and know the results. And I have a feeling this wants an old school C string. And just for the heck of it, flip this so we can see the failure. and see it print on screen.
Just you have a standard in front of most things. Is that a new thing, or is that what's? I'm not used to that from when I
Yeah.
I learned it originally.
Good question. Let me, oops, just clean that up. Boom. And let me do a final printf. I hit end. Boom, boom, boom. All right. A lot of times when you see people using standard template objects, and that's what STD is, standard template library, standard template stuff, they will do using namespace STD. If I declared the string up here, str string, and just call it string 1. This right now compiles fine. Let's stop. What is just compiling? Debug, compile, build, Control Shift, they changed the key combo. So we built successfully. But if we use standard using namespace STD, so that is telling the compiler, assume from 9 on, because before this we can't just type string 0. It should give us an error.
Okay, so it's
There it is. The error. It doesn't know what string 0 is. Using STD string tells the compiler from this place forward, we are in the namespace of STD. So now I can just type string and string 1 or 2. I don't have to tell it to go look in the namespace STD for string. It assumes it's already in the STD namespace and looks for strings there.
okay. So yeah, PHP added namespaces as well. So okay. So after when I learned C++ in 2000, yeah, they added namespace just like everyone else, like PHP added namespace. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't use namespaces other than inside functions sometimes when they are getting really long. There's also namespace aliasing. And I got to look up the syntax because it's been a bit since I used it. So if you have a long, complicated namespace, if I'm building like a big engine with a bunch of modules, each module will be its own namespace. So the whole program will be might be in a namespace, probably not. But after you get into a module, I'll name that module module 1. That'll be a namespace. So in C++, you do that as namespace module 1. No, bad Frank. There we go. And now everything inside this code bracket, even your class namer, is inside module 1 namespace.
Yep. Okay.
So then in complicated bigger systems, I might have module 1 and space 3 of thing 2, which it doesn't let me combine them here, but just say I had that all namespaced out correctly. Then you can alias these things together. I'm just doing pseudocode. Namespace alias all these together just to a thing 2 or module 1 thing 2. Then I can see and inherit the namespace. I use it to reinforce when I was in charge of big teams what module you're in, and even sometimes subcomponents. So in a code review, if I see using namespace, that would be like, no, We don't want to do that because it's going to keep reinforcing where you're looking for things, so you know to look at things in the right place. And also later, if all these were DLLs or libraries, that if you reference something in module 1, you need to come back in here, and then you need to make sure you do add library, because you've referenced it in your namespace. Now you need to tell it, pal, you need to go and find module 1 and compile it in there.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
But I do allow aliasing inside classes. No aliasing inside headers, because it really needs to be strictly enforced to where it's at and what you're working with. But once you're inside your class CPP file, you can go ahead and alias it and shorthand it. I don't mind shorthanding it inside your code file, but I want to see every namespace you're in inside your header file, so that I know things are loaded, or you've referenced something that I might not have. And then by the namespacing immediately tells me where to go and pull that module for that.
That makes sense.
All right, let's just see if this works. We got Taco Cat failing now. Okay, you're not seeing the output. Why? How to do this? I want y'all to see the output. I can step through it. Returned true. Return true. Our expected is false. There should be not equal. And we should see this message. I see it, but you don't. I wonder if I can...
You need to add it to the screen?
I need to add it to the screen, but I was hoping to figure out a way to do that within here. My window down here, so I don't have to... Because this is a new... Every time you compile and run, especially with DOS programs, because this is running as just a law application, the window changes each time, so I don't want to go into OBS and keep adding the pop-up window for it.
Okay, I don't know community. Is there any way to do, like, put the output into one of the frames in the window?
That's what I was thinking. I know I can run it in there. I got immediate. That's where you tell it to do things. A command, which we are not using, which is helpful a lot when you're doing remote compiling. Breakpoints. There's a list of my breakpoints. Stack. Ooh, I need to move that. Tear you off. I like my stack over here in debug. So when we get long programs that have a ridiculous stack, we can go to it immediately. Watches. Nope, we're not going to work with those real fast. I might have to search that. For now, though, I'm just going to pop it up over on this window and just cheat by saying, look at the right window. Woo, don't look at the right window.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's because the things there, that helps a bit.
Almost made me feel like it's 1960 again.
Right? So we have palindrome, test case for palindrome failed. Taco Cat, expected 0, returned 1. Because we changed the output to force the failure. So let's go back to coding. Because it pops up a new window each and every time. Let's just search for that real fast. Visual Studio, output in tab.
That's where mine is, or for PHP it would be like output to console or something like that.
Control Shift, Control Alt O. No, I think that's going to bring me this window. Now this is a debug output telling me it's loading symbols, loading symbols, loading symbols. Didn't had this thing disabled. Exit 0. Let's just launch it one more time. It says Control Alt O. Yeah, that's the output of here. There was a console, but I don't think that's what we were looking for. Tools, extensions, view. Oh, you're not seeing what I'm looking. Okay. It's not drawing the pop-up window for the context menu. Not a command window. Toolbars. Output. Output is, again, this here. Errors. There might be a redirect to console. I forgot how to do that. No, that's talking about the output window. How to see the output of a console in line in Visual Studio. That's C#. That's not there. Diagnostic debug line. Okay, well, we're not doing that. I wonder
Yeah,
if I can just, like you said, create a new application grab, but have it automatically pull it if when it sees it. Dev dot console dot window. Okay. Okay, you just see a black box now, because that's all what it is, because I got a debug before that. F1, all right, F10, bam. We see the output. I can't see it.
I can. Good.
Question is, though, after it, bam, it goes away, and I hit it again, does it pop up? It does! Okay, that's how we're going to do it. And I can't see it because it's behind.
I'm going to be right back. I need to grab a battery to charge my laptop.
Sounds good. And next, we're going to do this to true. Tell it to recompile. And now we are just going to see where it returns. Return true. Locals. Taco cat true. It returning false for not here. Return true for G. Because one letter is palindrome, sure. In my rules. Edge case 0 is false. Nice. And the made up palindrome returns true. And the last thing, prints. All test case passed. I'm surprised this didn't yell at me for another reason. Rebuild all. Conversion errors, okay. I'm okay with those. This should have yelled at me saying there's no return value after this. Return true. Actually, 0. The console's still there. All threads exited. I don't see my output. Printf. There it is. All test cases pass. Cool. If we want to make this smarter, I don't. I'm happy with it. There. Can I just hit this button twice? Go. Close the window. Go again. Sweet. Hey, look at that. That works. Simple CMake file. Hold on, I got a text message. All right. I think I hit my goals. That's what I wanted to do. I got my debug window going. I have my workspace window so that you can see everything if I need to. And coding window, we got the pop-up. And we got this thing. Sweet.
What is your user again?
Marvin117.
Okay, maybe it's case sensitive.
Capital M. Well, I completed all the goals and objectives for this. Thank y'all for watching and hanging out. I am going to go relax before an interview and maybe get dressed a little bit more professionally.
Okay.
Y'all have a nice day. Be safe out there. And for the Patreons, if you're watching, thank y'all. Y'all are amazing. And I thank you for your support through this hard times. And everyone else, thank you for just hanging out. That means a lot to me too. It's going to be black with blue thread. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Thank y'all. Have a good day.
I just followed you on Code Wars.
Oh, you found how to do it?
Yeah, I had to manually type in your username
Okay.
in the